I'm being sued by a credit card company for $5,000 for not paying the bill.
As of today, I am $8,107 in credit card debt, not including student loans.
So as it turns out, the student loans that I've been paying $1,500 a month for 2 years have a 17% interest rate.
Welcome back to Diary of Jen. I hope that you've had an amazing New Year and a great Christmas. Today we're covering some of the most insane amounts of debt that I have come across. Debt affects so many of us, and today we're going to watch some videos of others sharing their debt and their stories.
I'm being sued by a credit card company for $5,000 for not paying the bill. You know how you don't know what you don't know? Well, I learned this the fucking hard way. I got into a lot of debt being a single mom in nursing school. Like, I really racked my credit cards up surviving, you know? And then when I started making money, I tried really hard to pay them off, but it just, like, I was drowning in it. I just, like, had a really hard time getting out of it. I tried to get a loan and I couldn't get approved for one, so I ended up consolidating all my debt. You know, like, I did research it. Like, I understood I was going to ruin my credit. I knew that it was going to be bad, but I had just gotten a new car. I had my place. Like, it was fine. Like, I could handle this for a couple years and just have bad credit for a while, then build it back up. And this is my fault for not understanding, but I just didn't know. You have to stop paying on the bills because they won't settle your credit card bills unless there's, like, you're behind on them and there's a need for it. So you just stop paying on them, which felt wrong, but it's what I did. But one of the ones that I owed, like, $5,000 on, which was my biggest one, that was the only one that they, like, didn't shut down, and it just, like, kept growing and growing and growing. And I was like, what the fuck do I do? And they were like, just keep paying us and, like, we'll get it settled. And I was like, okay, like, this is what I do. Eventually the credit card did get shut down, but I still never got, like, the documentation saying it was settled. And I was like, you know, it'll probably be coming. I just need to build that account up more, you know, whatever. So I've been paying my monthly payments, you know, trying to get it settled. And then today, as I'm sitting in my car, I get served, and, like, I just didn't even know that this was a fucking option. The credit card company's suing me for the $5,000, but I've also been paying the $5,000 off from the other company. So of course I call them and I spend all morning on the phone with these fucking people. And they're just like, well, all we can do is extend your payments out, because obviously they have to make a profit, right? So if it's settled for the amount that it's settled for, then they're not making a profit. So they want mass amounts more money in order to settle this now. But I'm also at the same time being sued and have to go to court over this. And they're now telling me, like, oh, well, you won't have to go to court if you just extend your payments to us. But, like, that doesn't seem right. Like, I don't know. I can't afford a fucking lawyer. I literally don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. And it's just one of those things that feels like I tried so fucking hard. Like, I got myself through nursing school as a single mom, and it was really fucking hard. And I've been trying so hard to get ahead, and every time something happens, it's just like this. Like, I'm never gonna be okay. And it's one of those times I wish I just had a family member I could call to rescue me. But I don't. I just feel like I have to try so much harder than everybody else just for the, like, bare minimum of life. And, you know, I did the whole thing where, like, you break your poverty circles, which I know is hard. You know, I'm the first one in my family with a college education. I'm the first one of my siblings to graduate high school. Like, you know, I tried really hard. And I know at least for my kids, it'll be easier for them. They'll never have to try this hard, or they'll at least have help when they need it. But I'm just really tired. This has been a really shitty year.
If I was in that position, I would feel so deflated in that situation. And clearly, this individual is, sadly. I think people forget that these companies want their money, and they will, and I have heard of people getting sued or companies wanting to sue them because they are not paying the money that they owe them. And I think a lot of people have the mentality of, like, oh, but that would never happen to me. And then when it does, they go, oh shit, like, this is real, because it is. And these companies, in my opinion, don't give a shit. They just want their money. They want to make their profit, and they don't really care about much else. I hope she was able to get herself out of that situation, because it sounded really, really stressful. Obviously, she was trying the best that she could, but the companies, they just want their money. We are so close to our 500 sub count, and I'm so excited. If you haven't joined the fam, we'd love to have you here, so please do subscribe.
So as it turns out, the student loans that I've been paying $1,500 a month for 2 years have a 17% interest rate. So what I thought I've been paying off for all this time, I'm actually, like, I owe more than what I started off with. What the fuck? So Jeff Bezos, this would be a really cool fucking time to vend egg donor. Guess what? Got approved. Who wants my fucking kids? I can't afford them, so start a bidding more. Just fucking take them. What do you want? My left arm too? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm gonna be in debt for my whole fucking life. How does that even make sense? I signed up for this shit when I was 17. Like, this should not be legal, bro. I got upset about it at work, and my coworker was like, don't you have, like, a rich relative who can pay that for you? No! My family's poor! Like, no! And the worst fucking part is, bro, look where I am. Like, I can't go in because I can't spend money, but I just want to, like, be here because it makes me feel better.
Not being near the TK Maxx, or I think it was TJ Maxx. In Australia, it's TK Maxx, but I'm pretty sure in America and things like that, it's TJ. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that is the way it is. It's so interesting because some people just think, oh, don't you have some family member or relative that can just help you out in this situation? And in most cases, or in the cases that I have seen, no, this is not the case, unfortunately. And obviously it puts a lot of pressure on that individual. I do think it's interesting that at 17 years old, you're able to sign over something like that, because sometimes people are not educated in reading fine print or even reading it in general, which is and can get you into very, very tricky situations. 17% interest is diabolical. And owing $90,000. I would be so pissed. She mentioned she was paying like $1,500 a month. A month. Like, that is so much money. If that's in USD, holy crap, that would be, I think in AD, it's nearly double our currency, but not quite. So I would think that would be somewhere in the 2000s, like $2,000 a month AD that she was paying, which is crazy. Comment below, let me know what you think of these debts. A pattern I've seen to come across is student loans and the interest that is charged on these. It honestly seems so wrong. I don't know how they're allowed to charge such high interest on these loans, because the thing is, people are trying to get themselves ahead and do the right thing. I know I was told in high school, oh, you need to go to uni, la la la, you get a good job, a good paying job. And then, yeah, you've got all this student loan debt that they also chuck interest on, which I know when my partner had his student loan, it was ridiculous, the amount of interest they were charging, adding on to the loan. It can easily accumulate quickly if you don't pay it off or you don't pay that much of it. And it's scary how quickly it can kind of snowball.
As of today, I am $8,107 in credit card debt, not including student loans, but we're gonna ignore that for a little bit longer, and I do not like it. So my goal this week and also subsequent weeks is to really grind it out and get this shit paid off. The goal is to make an extra $1,000 a week with Instacart, which would be $142 a day, so we'll see about that. But with the holidays and stuff, I feel like that's pretty doable. So I'm at Kroger, I have a Pepsi, I have a bagel, oops, added $1.89. I accepted my first order at 12:12 and delivered it about an hour later for $14, so slow start. Part of that was related to me dropping the eggs at checkout. For those doing the math, I would need to do 10 of those orders a day for 10 hours a day for 8 weeks straight in order to meet my goal, which is not going to happen. So I kind of need to change something, but unfortunately I'm at the mercy of Instacart with my orders because another hour later, I delivered my second order for $17, raising my total to $31. My third and fourth orders were really easy and took about an hour combined. One of them ordered 18 boxes of cereal, which I thought was interesting. And my fifth order was a package of adult diapers, bringing my total to $58. For my sixth order, I switched it up and went to Target to shop for a little girl's birthday party. My seventh order brought me back to Kroger, and my eighth order was the one that broke $100. I just need to do that 81 more times. I thought about stopping there because I feel really uncomfortable delivering in the dark, but then I realized it's only like 6:30, so I powered through one more order, bringing my total to 126 for the day. It's not 143 like I had hoped, but I'll make up for it tomorrow, hopefully. I will definitely start earlier.
I just want to acknowledge the fact that this individual is trying to do the right thing and pay off the debts. And I don't like hustle culture, but I think if I myself was in a position where I owed a lot of money, I would probably try and hustle, or I would maybe pick up another job to try and pay off this debt, because for me, one of the worst feelings is when I owe money, or if it has really high interest as well. That sucks, because you're paying so much money extra and it's a waste virtually, because where's it going? It's not paying off whatever you've bought, it's just interest that's accumulated on the amount that you borrowed. I think it's amazing that this individual is trying to do that with their Instacart. I don't know too much about this app. It must be maybe something from another country, or maybe I'm just in a bubble and I don't know what it is. So comment below if you do know, because that seems like something similar to Uber or like Uber Eats or something, delivering people's groceries and whatnot. Thank you so much for being here and watching. If you did want to join the fam and you haven't already, we'd love to have you here, so don't forget to subscribe. Comment below, let me know what you'd like to see in the future. I will see you next time. Have an amazing rest of your day.